Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back. And this is
Bestie
with my bestie.
All day.
Ricola.
I don't know why. Welcome back.
I'm out of breath.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Welcome back to the podcast. Bestie with my bestie. That's Vanessa.
Oh.
Oh.
He.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was
Terrible.
really bad. That was really bad.
That was actually pretty bad.
Never do that again, please. We just lost subscribers. I'm just kidding.
Please come back. I'll never see you again.
I love you, I swear. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Vanessa.
And I'm Marley.
And this is
Bestie with my bestie.
And today we are actually going to be reading your stories that you've sent in to us via Instagram, our DMs, and we're just going to give you the advice, our opinions, and just like let you know the whole situation. And yeah, I think it's going to be really fun because we'll be able to engage with you guys and really feel like we're talking to a friend, a bestie. You guys are
you're one of the besties.
Yes. So that's what we have on the agenda for this podcast. And of course, if you guys ever want us to read more of your stories, just send them in through our Instagram DMs and then we'll go through them again in a different episode.
Yeah.
So
TW Bestie.
yes. So do you want to start?
Sure. Okay, so one says, if I may give a suggestion, could you please talk about rivalry between boyfriend's family and the girlfriend? I had that issue with my ex. He has 2 sisters, and I just couldn't bond with them no matter how hard I tried. They usually gave me the cold shoulder and would make snarky comments from time to time.
So boyfriend, sister versus girlfriend.
Boyfriend's sisters.
Sisters,
too.
yes. 2 sisters versus girlfriend. That sucks.
That's tough. That is shitty. But you know how girls are, how girls can be. At least not all girls, but definitely girls can be very mean for some reason. I feel like sisters can often feel very like obligated to like be super protective over their brothers, but I feel like a lot of times they can do it in the wrong way. And I feel like if this is a nice girl, what's the issue? Like, what's your issue? But have you heard of like emotional incest?
I believe so. Like your family takes on that emotional attachment to you because they lack something. Kind of like, right?
Yeah, because they can. And I don't know. And I think that's really tough to deal with because that's a them thing. That's their issue. And you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You kind of just have to deal.
Yeah.
I just think it's important. Basically, I would want for my boyfriend to have my back.
Yes.
You know, like have my back. Don't let them talk to me that way. I'm not going to feel comfortable and I'm not going to want to be around your family.
Yeah.
So 1, just from them telling me comments. And then 2, because you're not defending me. So you're kind of choosing them over me. And not that it has to be a situation where you choose me.
You have to, yeah.
But it's like defend me, like choose to defend me because you care about me. And I feel if I'm not being rude to your family should not be being rude to me.
It honestly, I don't understand why family are so harsh on someone's partner. You know, like for instance, like there's a whole mother-in-law versus wife thing. Like I will never understand nor get behind. It's like but like you said, it's like the emotional incest. Like the mom attaches herself to her son because maybe she lacks that relationship with her husband. So her son is like the closest thing that she has, who she can baby, protect, and still own. Yeah. So it's more of like a territorial property thing, I feel like. And maybe she feels threatened or like no other woman can have him but me. Kind of like a prideful power move thing. Like I'm the mom. But when it comes to like the sisters too, it's like, 1, what do you have against your brother? If your brother is happy and it looks happy and he sounds happy with this girl, then why are you being so petty and just like treating this poor girl who wants to probably like get along with you, like shit. It really doesn't make sense. I feel like if you're truly happy with someone, you should just like welcome everybody into your family. Like, especially you're representing your family, like that's pretty shitty if you are coming off like so petty and just like hateful for no fucking reason, Yeah. But also I'm curious, one, like you said, is the boyfriend saying anything? Is he speaking up, or is he saying things that you're doing that could possibly rub the sisters the wrong way?
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally, like, I have a little brother. He's only in middle school, but like I don't get the whole stereotype of like, oh, my siblings are so protective, like be careful of them. Like once you meet them, don't read too into it if like my siblings are a little rude or protective. It's like, why? I get it. You want to protect someone, but it's like,
do it the right way. You don't have to be rude about it. You can like have their best interest, at heart, but also just, watch from afar if anything. And if you see anything, have a mature conversation about your concern.
Yeah. I also feel like they're their own person. Like I'm sure they're grown enough to know right from wrong. But yeah, when it comes to that in that situation, I think I would really sit down with like my boyfriend and be like, what is going on? Because I don't feel comfortable. I don't appreciate your sisters and how they treat me if I know I've never done anything wrong. And I would really hope that you have my back.
Yeah.
And that you at least stand up for me, especially if I'm not there.
Especially.
Yeah.
Both. There, not there, but
I feel like either way, if the brother were to ever go up against his sisters, like it's 2 against him. And I feel like then they're just going to start giving him shit. And that's just like a shitty feeling overall.
Yeah. And I get that. But also it's like at some point he's going to have to do that because if this is going to be an ongoing thing, no matter what girl he's with, he needs to stand up for not only his girl, but for himself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like them disrespecting his girlfriend is disrespecting his decision to be with her and his wants and needs at the same time, So it's not even just about defending her, but about himself.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, like I'll never understand that. It's like, there doesn't need to be any more tension or drama, especially between families, And it sucks too, because like, what if he does take her serious and like they get married and it's like you're still going to carry that hate even into their marriage? At that point, I'm going to be like, I don't even want you at my wedding.
Yeah.
Like, sure. I know they're your sisters, but like, that's how they're going to treat me. And they want to still go to my wedding? No.
They don't need to be there because they obviously don't support the relationship.
Yeah. Or like, even if you, for some reason, have a reason not to get along with like your brother or sister's like partner, you can still be mature enough to just respect them and keep your comments to yourself. Unless they're like vocally attacking the sisters and like, I think trying to cause a distance between like the brother and sisters, like how there's some toxic people that are like, I don't want you near your family, or like only me. I think then that's when you can definitely speak up and be like, I don't understand why you're with this person. This is how I feel like you're going down a different route. But when it comes to that, like, I think try to voice it to him and try to set boundaries for yourself and like your self-respect. Like, do not be disrespected by anybody, honestly, especially if you have a pure heart. So that sucks for you. Honestly, truly, that sucks.
Honestly, that does suck. Like, that's shitty.
That is, but I think keep your head up. If you and your boyfriend are on the same path, you guys have the same intentions with each other, and it's a serious relationship, have a conversation with him and really let him know, like, I am not okay with this, and this is going to affect me and our relationship. Because if it affects you guys now, and like, let's say you guys get married, it's going to continue for like,
it's going to be ongoing if there's never a stop to it. So you guys need to have mutual respect for each other and make sure you guys have each other's backs, because you're a team, like, especially after you get married. But just don't take anyone's shit. If you're a nice person, then you deserve to be treated nicely. So don't take anything less than that.
Period. That was a good one. Thank you for sending in your message. Just thanks for sending it in. Okay, next story time. This girl says, hello, I have tea. don't know how to start this. First of all, I don't know how to start this. Okay, sorry. Grammatical error. I don't know how to start this. There's so much parts to the story, but I really, really want both of your input on this situation. So I've been with my now fiance for 5 years, and we have a 3-year-old, but I had a daughter prior to us getting together. Okay, so she has a daughter with somebody else. And then with her now fiance, they have a 3-year-old. His family has always been very close-minded, like the woman does everything and the man doesn't lift a plate. My fiance has a 32-year-old sister who never liked me from the beginning because I already had a daughter, but we managed to make things work out because I love my man and I wanted to be with him. So I put up with a lot of shit from her. This past year, I received a message through Facebook claiming my man was cheating on me and that he didn't love me, like mean stuff. I showed my man and he said it was not true, and deep down in my gut, I felt that it was his sister. I don't know why I felt that, but I just felt like I did. I then messaged someone very close to me who obtained a bachelor in computer science. Oh.
It's about to go
I asked them to please help me figure out who this person was. So they made a link that once you click it, it would provide their IP address. I sent the link to my sister-in-law, and the link got sent to the fake profile, and it was the same IP address. That's possible? That's freaking insane.
No, yeah, there's a lot of tricks you can do to figure out who's like IP, messing with you.
That's insane. Yeah. I've never heard of that.
Really? Mm-mm. Yeah.
Okay. I was so sad because I know she never liked me, but to do something so low really hurt my feelings. My fiance was surprised as well. He couldn't believe it. When we confronted her, she denied it all. I showed her the proof and she still denied it all. She went to her mom and cried wolf. Her mom then gave me the silent treatment for a while, which made me feel even worse. My man decided for the best of our relationship, we were going to cut ties with his sister. So it's been a year. I haven't spoke to her. I speak to his mom now, but it's not the same. But I feel like no one ever told her anything, that she was wrong. Everyone in his family just took it as normal, like nothing happened. I don't feel like I've had closure, and I've talked to my fiance about it, and he tells me to not give her any more attention. She doesn't deserve it. What would you guys have done, and how would you expect your partner to act? That's a lot. So basically, she's with her fiance for 5 years. There's been some tension between her fiance's sister and the wife. And
a little bit with mom.
Yeah.
But now it's okay.
Yeah. So she received Facebook messages saying that her fiance was cheating on her. And she instantly thought of like his sister sending him. She got someone to track the IP address and it went straight back to the sister. So it is in fact his sister sending the wife messages, false claiming that her brother, the fiance, is cheating on her out of hatred because she doesn't like her. And when confronted, she denied it and then went to her mom, cried wolf, and then now the mom's different with the wife.
Yeah.
Oh, God, family.
Such a mess.
That is so freaking horrible. First of all, as a sister, mind your fucking business.
Again, it's like, it sounds like the sister is just like that because of how the fiance responded and how he was like, just don't give her any more attention, whatever.
Yeah.
So it seems like she tends to have these little tantrums.
Yeah.
And if, just to cause drama, just to cause it, it seems like. Personally, if I were in that situation, actually cool for the fiance to want to cut ties with the sister.
Yeah.
Because that's a form of, putting your fiance, soon to be wife, first, because that's how it should be. Especially if your family members are being disrespectful for no reason. So I appreciate that he did that for her.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure that sucks. Like, I would feel bad for my fiance to have to cut ties with his family, but I would still appreciate that he would be willing to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say I understand the closure thing. If you feel you need closure, then talk to your fiance about it. See if there's any way you guys can meet up and maybe even try to like mend, what's been going on. But if there's no changes, then I would say to just cut ties officially and not give her the time of day, because it seems like she's just that type of person, and there's nothing that you can do. It's not your fault, you know, that she's being this way with you. And unfortunately, it kind of sucks that the mom is, you know, taking the sister's side, which is her daughter, but it makes sense. That's her daughter, so she's going to look out for her, believe her, you know, which kind of sucks because I feel like I understand you want to be on your family's side, but you need to learn to also let your family, loved ones, friends, significant others know when they're wrong. Mm-hmm. When something they're doing is not okay, you should definitely tell them.
Accountability.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Make them take accountability for their actions and kind of set them straight. Like, this is not okay to do. Why do you think that's okay to do? So that would be me. I would personally, if I felt like you and I wanted to get closure, I would seek that closure. But if that doesn't work and your word isn't really heard, then I would just be mentally prepared to be disappointed in her not really caring what you have to say. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, you just have to, you know, protect your peace.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Personally, if that happened to me where I found out that like Eric's sister was sending me stuff like that, like you said, I would be very proud of him for one, sticking up for me and letting the sister know, like, because of this, I'm basically cutting ties with you. I'm sure maybe it's not like long run. Like, I'm sure it's kind of like a break, you know?
Right.
Because I personally would feel bad, like you said, same thing, where I will feel bad if I knew him and his sister were probably close and like they cut ties because of this. Mm-hmm. But then a part of me would also be like, I have boundaries as well, and this is like a self-respect thing. And like, if you need to be on timeout and not have any access to us, then I'm gonna do that. And that's something I'm glad about today's generation, because we are breaking those like toxic family freaking attitude behavior where they think it's okay to call people out and then not get shit back, or they think that like they're gonna be protected because they're family, and it's like no. Nowadays we're calling people out. This is not okay. You know, like what you did, like you said, accountability needs to be put into place when it comes to families. So the fact that the sister denied it even when there's factual proof being shown to her is one, like, just own up to it. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you have the balls to secretly message me and tell me that your brother's cheating on me, and I'm coming up to you with it. Like, I'm coming up to you telling you I know what you're doing. Here's the proof, and you're still going to deny it and then go around and cry wolf. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, okay, first of all, I understand too. The mom's going to take the daughter's side. Yeah. But also, like, the mom should be telling her daughter, like, why would you do that?
Yeah, like, that was wrong.
If that was me, I'd be like, why? Who are you? I'd be like, you're going to go apologize to your brother and to your, who knows, your sister-in-law, because that's not how I raised you. You know better than this, and there's no reason for you to be acting like this. Mm-hmm. Like, if your children see that they have to take accountability, they're going to know right from wrong. And it's like you said, that can't be the first time she's done that stuff. Like, she has something with her brother, like, very territorial. Mm-hmm. So that sucks. Yeah. I think, too, with the whole closure thing, because I know that obviously it'll suck if I knew that my partner was going to, like, stop talking to the sister, I would go out of my way and message the sister, like, hey, I don't know what is going on, but for the sake of my fiance, your brother, I really think we need to talk things out, because this is going to affect him in the long run. Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't like me, you don't like me, but at least respect me in our relationship. Yeah. Like, I would generally want to have like, not like a sit down, but like over the phone or something. I don't think like in person yet, but I would definitely have to like get into her mind, like, what's up? Like, what, really cut the bullshit. Like, what is your problem with me? Why would you do this? Yeah. Like, you thought you were going to hurt me. You hurt your brother.
You're hurting your brother. Like, you're hurting your relationship with your brother.
Yeah. Like, it's easier for me to cut you off, but it was your brother's first initial reaction to cut you off. Like, he's telling me not to talk to you. Mm-hmm. Like, doesn't that bother you? You know? I'd be like, you want me to believe that your brother's cheating on me, but you're really hurting him. And that sucks. Yeah. But maybe the brother's been so tired of it. Maybe, like you said, it's not the first thing she's done. So he's just like, I'm over it. You know? Like, I don't have to deal with this. I do believe that it is healthy if family is toxic to cut them out. Yeah. You know, why put up with it? If you're going to be like this, you have no access to me, my wife, my future kids, who could have been your nieces and nephews. And it's like, you lose all access to that.
Yeah.
So that really sucks. I know I just repeated a lot of the stuff that you said,
but no, it's because we have the same like viewpoint on it.
Yeah.
But that sucks. And I'm really glad that your fiance was able to have your back with that and try to like protect you from anything further by cutting ties with his sister. Yeah. But it sucks that it had to come down to that, basically. And I hope that she apologizes to you at some point in the future, not just to you, but to your fiance, her brother, because she's hurting him too.
Yeah.
So, I hope it works out for you, though.
I know. I'm sorry for you too.
You also
let us know that what happens in the end. Give us a follow up.
Send us a message and let us know like if anything's gotten better or worse. And
they're like they watched your episode. They know it was about it. We're like, oh shit.
I'm like,
it's the women. We're crazy.
For reals.
But not me. If I ever caught Cruz or Ezekiel acting a certain way, especially towards their girlfriends in the future, me and Eric have talked about this. If our kids ever do anything disrespectfully, obviously we're going to raise them to be like men, gentlemen, to know right from wrong, how to treat a woman. And I'm never going to be a mom that's going to be like, you can't date. I'm not going to be like that strict mom, because I know my kids, they're going to date, obviously at an appropriate age. But I'm never going to be that crazy mom that's like anti-girlfriend. I'm going to love the girlfriend like my own daughter. I'm going to be like, I want this to be a safe place. If you ever need anything, come to me. If my son ever does anything, come to me and Eric. Let me know so we can sit down and fucking put some common sense into our children, because that is not okay.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to, like my ex, his mom did not like me. And it sucked. It's like the dad was amazing. I loved the dad.
Yeah.
The dad was super sweet. And whenever he found out that his son cheated and treated me and was like kind of getting abusive, oh man, the mom blamed me. She's like, well, what did you do to my son for him to do this to you? Versus the dad, believe me, the dad was disappointed, upset, had a long talk, put his son in his place, to the point where my ex came crying over, apologized to not only my parents, but to me.
Yeah.
Versus the mom probably was on his side, like, it's okay, it was her fault. So it's like, that really irks me, because it's like, instead of being a safe place, you're causing a toxic environment that's going to eventually cause you and your son to just distance and lose the relationship.
Yeah.
It like does the opposite of what they want. It really does.
You're right. Yeah, for sure.
So I just went into tangent, but it's like, when my kids are older, I'm going to treat their girlfriend like my daughter. I mean,
that's how it should be.
It is.
Respectful, loving relationship.
But anyways, your turn.
Okay, so this is another long one. Am I the asshole in this situation? My younger sister is getting married before me, parentheses, RIP. Her fiance is very involved in the wedding planning and quite honestly has too many opinions. One of which is the date. He wanted to get married this October, but my sister thought it was way too soon. They've been planning for about 5 months now, and they can't get married next October because his sister is getting married then. Anyways, because he wanted the wedding so soon, my sister started to freak out. They finally compromised on having the wedding this coming spring. He said to her, since he wants to have the wedding in 2023 instead of 2022, he gets to pick the date. Out of all of the days of spring, he chooses my birthday, not the weekend, the actual day. And my sister didn't veto that day. My mom is pissed, and I think I'm handling it well. I keep joking around with it, like every time she posts on Insta, blah, 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 days until I get married to the love of my life. I always respond, blah, 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 days until my birthday. I can tell it's starting to bother her, but also at the same time, I don't care. I also fell in love with the bridesmaid dress, and when I sent it to my sister to approve, and she said the maid of honor already chose the exact same dress, like it's my birthday. So am I an asshole for joking around and being upset about the dress?
No.
Another note is that it's out of state. Therefore, it's not like I can celebrate the night before or anything. I'll be spending the entire weekend celebrating her.
Okay. That's a doozy.
So that's kind of tough. I understand why she's upset. Me personally, I personally don't think I would mind if it was on my birthday. Unless it was a major birthday. Like if I was turning 21 or something.
The major numbers.
Yeah. If it was like a big deal, it's the first time I'm going out. You know, I want to say one of the biggest birthdays. I would be a little upset and maybe like talk to them about it. But
would you though?
If it was my sister, yes.
That's true. I forget it is a sister.
If it was my sister, yes. She did know also about the bridesmaid's dress. So she wanted to choose it, but the maid of honor already chose it, which I understand and I get it. It's your birthday. Huh?
What a coincidence too. Like just so happens the maid of honor chose the same dress.
Yeah. I feel like there's some details we need still to like have a valid like opinion on it. But just from what I gather, it kind of sucks that it's not the dress you originally wanted to wear. But I feel like, I mean, maybe I hope you're able to find another dress you really like. It's such a like complicated thing though, because it means so much to her that it's on her birthday. But I feel like me, if I were the sister, I wouldn't choose my sister's birthday for my wedding.
Yeah.
Because regardless, to me, if it was 21, 22, 23, whatever the age is, I wouldn't want to overshadow her day because it's still her birthday. But me being the younger sister, or no, she's the older sister, but it's her younger sister getting married. So me being the sister who isn't getting married, I personally wouldn't be upset if it was on my birthday, unless, like I said, I'd be butthurt if it was on my 21st or a time where I was really needing to celebrate. And like I said, the dress, that sucks. But I mean, there are lots of dresses.
Yeah.
You know, just try to find another one you really like. And I would voice your opinion. If it does bother you that much, I feel like you should have a talk with your sister and the fiance. I don't know if he realized it was your birthday. I don't know how long you've been in each other's lives. So that's one thing. I don't know how close you guys are, or if he knew, oh, that's your sister's birthday, because Andy doesn't really know like some of my family members' birthdays or my brother's birthday, you know? So, but as my sister, I would expect for her to know my birthday, obviously, and then not want to overshadow my birthday with her wedding, which is also very important, a very important day. But I don't see why it can't be another day just to avoid all of this tension, all of this conflict. Like, it's not worth it, I feel.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a few angles we need to look at. One, the fact that the fiance basically gave her an ultimatum, like, so because I can't have our wedding, like he's being a bridezilla right now. Yeah. The fiance is basically telling her, because we can't get married as soon as possible in 2022, I get to choose a date for 2023. Like, first of all, it should be a mutual thing that you guys can agree on a date together, not like, well, because you said no to this year, I get to choose next year. Like, no.
That's like not...
involve me in it. You know, it's not just because of what you say or don't say, but it can be a little tricky because if he is the financial breadwinner and he is paying for the wedding, then I can understand why the sister may feel like she can't have a say into his decisions, because she's like, maybe he is paying for everything. Yeah. You know, and that's where weddings can get tricky, because if you, I feel not like intimidated, but feel like you need to accommodate whoever is paying for it, because weddings are expensive. Yeah. Then you're going to feel like I can't speak up because it's good. He's paying for it. So you're going to try to accommodate his decisions first over yours. So maybe there's like something that has to do with like the sister feeling like she can't be as involved because of maybe the financial situation. Yeah. But as a sister, I agree with you. You should be voicing your opinions and also putting your foot down. Like if my if Eric literally came up to me and was like, we're going to get married on like your sister's birthday, I'd be like, there has to be another day.
Yeah.
Like, I am sorry.
Have to be.
It does not have to be this specific day. Like, I am so sorry. No. Mm-hmm. And then if he doesn't give me a valid reason, I'm going to be like, no, I'm sorry. We're not having this like on my sister's birthday.
Same.
But if it just so happens like that is like maybe the only available date, because I do know wedding dates can go by as fast and like everything can get reserved, and maybe that's like just so happens to be the last day available for that month.
Yeah, for that specific location. Yeah. Because there's only so many available dates depending on where you're going to have it.
Yeah, but if that just so happened to happen, I would maturely have a talk with my sister and let her know though, like, but you know what, even though it's my day personally, I would have everybody sing happy birthday to my sister. I would give my sister the floor and be like, also like, even though today's like my, you know, day of our wedding, it's also my sister's birthday, and then like you know, I like, here's a surprise birthday cake, and like I would bring out a surprise birthday cake and let her know like this is still your special day too, like
I'm still thinking of you.
And I would like include her into my wedding day. Like, even though this is my wedding day, like this is your birthday, here's a birthday cake, everybody sing happy birthday to my sister. You know, I'm not going to ignore the fact that it's her birthday, but also I think there's a deeper meaning to the bridesmaid dress. It's not so much of like, oh, the maid of honor chose this dress. It's so much of like, how simple is it for the bride to say to the maid of honor, like, you know what, unfortunately,
my sister wants that dress.
My sister wants this dress, so if you don't mind, can you choose another one so my sister can wear this? Because she's my sister and it's also her birthday and she really loves this dress.
It just makes me wonder, how close are they?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Because if that were my sister, like how you said, there's no way I'm getting married on her birthday.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm not going to let her choose what dress she wants to wear. But personally, I think I would, if we were close enough, I would think that she would have chosen the sister to be her maid of honor.
That's true.
So the fact that she's not, that's what I mean. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's kind of hard because we don't, like I said in the beginning, like I feel we don't have all of the details.
Yeah.
But bottom line, as much as I can speak on the situation, if I were the sister not getting married, I wouldn't mind if it was on my birthday, as long as it's not a major celebration number, like 21.
Also, it's out of state, she said, right?
Yeah.
So it is out of state. So even if she wanted to like hang out with her friends, she can't, because she's going to be at her sister's wedding the entire weekend.
Yeah.
But you know what? Still, like, if I was her and like obviously she feels like she's not being heard from her sister, she can't get through to the fiance because he's so like head on about like what he wants. And it's obvious the sister isn't speaking up for her. I would like continue doing what she's doing. She's putting in her little comments, like the bride saying like 15 days left until, or 5 months left until my wedding. Yeah, also 5 months until my birthday. Let's not forget that.
That's me. Like the whole passive aggressiveness.
Wear white to the wedding.
Honestly,
wear white. You're not supposed to wear white to a wedding, but if it's your birthday, do whatever you want.
I mean, at this point, yeah, it's just, that's kind of strange, I guess. And that kind of sucks that, and I get it. If he's the breadwinner, he's the one paying for it. But also, like, you don't feel comfortable enough to speak to your fiance about that. Like, I would definitely speak up and whether Andy's paying for the wedding or not. I don't want to get married on my sister's birthday.
Yeah. Like take into consideration my family who you're joining.
Yeah, who is now your family.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel on it. Yeah.
I am glad though that the mom is also against it. Like she said, the mom is also very upset. Like, good. Why don't you guys sit down and have a talk with the daughter then? Your sister.
That's why I'm like, how close are they as a family? Like, I know you're close to your sisters and all. Yeah. So that's why I will like wonder. Like, I'm close to my family. I'd feel comfortable to speak to any of my family members about anything.
Oh, yeah, same.
You know? So I guess just keep us updated also.
Yeah,
I'd like to know what happens. If you ever say anything, you should say something. Yeah. Your opinion definitely matters. And if you're, your birthday is a big deal. So, I don't know. I don't feel like there's much consideration going on.
Yeah. Or like enough information to really, really get like the details as to what exactly is happening. But for the most part, like beyond the surface or whatever we know, like your sister needs to speak up, and if not, then you and your mom need to literally sit down with her and be like, what is going on? Because this isn't cool, this isn't right, I don't appreciate this. And like really, like, what's wrong?
Exactly. Yeah. If you don't feel comfortable being proactive and reaching out to your sister one-on-one, definitely reach out to your mom, explain the situation to your mom, how much it really means to you, and hopefully your mom can help you out with that. Kind of be like the mediator to make sure nothing worsens and that the tension doesn't get worse, you know? So, So I hope everything works out, though. And
happy birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sorry. Have fun.
I know.
But
get fucked up on their wedding day. Literally, it's your birthday, so honestly, celebrate.
They're paying for all your alcohol. Think of it that way.
Right?
And then the next weekend or the weekend before, just have a huge thing. Go take a girls trip with like all of your friends.
Don't invite your sister.
Don't invite your sister. Plan it on her honeymoon so she can't go all crazy.
Right. She probably wouldn't even care.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it personally. But yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be the last one. Again, if you guys have some that you want to send in, just message us on Instagram and we could totally go over your guys' stories, advice, opinions. But this is the last one for the episode. So here goes. If there is a topic I'd like to pick at or at least get advice on from you is how to deal with other girls. It's like the topic is girls. I mean, obviously we're a girl podcast, but we're problematic. I have a bestie of many years. I've known her since the age of 6. We're now 28. And her older sister has her own best friend of basically the same amount of years. They're only 2 years older. We've grown up together since we were kids. But strangely enough, my best friend's sister's bestie and I have never really gotten along. We have the same last name, surprisingly, like very uncommon. We live 3 minutes away from each other in the same neighborhood, but we just don't seem to click, like ever. Or there has been moments of tension in the past with childish things, but I can't fake the funk. I very much dislike when people are picky, choosy about when they want to be nice, and I always felt those vibes from her. We don't hang out, the 4 of us, at least not likely it was when we were all much younger. There are times where we run into each other because our best friends are actually sisters, but I think it'd be great to talk about why girls are catty, why these situations may or may not occur, and how to be a lady amongst your closest people for yourself and others despite differences amongst some people. I'd appreciate the insight. Thanks. So basically, her best friend and the sister's best... How do I explain this? So it's like if you had a sister... Oh my God.
Wait, you confused me.
Wait, so it's like if I had a best friend and that my best friend is sisters with you, and you had a best friend and I don't get along with your best friend. So like your sister's with my best friend, but I don't get along with your best friend.
Your best friend is my sister.
Yes, your best. Okay, my best friend is your sister.
Okay, me and her are sisters.
Yes,
you're best friends. And then we're sisters. And then you're best friend.
Oh my God, let's make this easier. Me and you are sisters, and our best friends don't get along.
Okay,
that's literally it. That's literally. I'm over here like
so much easier.
My best friend is your sister, and your best.
So wait, I'm like making this the person,
like just as a visual.
Just I need a visual. Okay, I'm like okay, and there's someone over here.
It's like everyone close their eyes. Let's all picture this together.
Okay, there's 4 people. Okay, 2 are sisters, 2 are best friends. And
and B are best friends, but B is your sister, but C is B's best friend. I'm like, wait, no, A and B are best friends, and C and D are sisters, but I confuse. Anyways, so if me and you are sisters,
then who's E and F?
Oh my God. See your way out.
See your way out.
Yeah. So it's like if me and you are sisters, our best friends don't get along.
Our best friends don't get along.
Our best friends live 3 minutes away from each other in the same neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But the only time we've all ever really hung out was when we were little, because we've all known our best friends. Me and you as sisters knew our best friends since we were like 6.
Right. Okay.
But they just don't get along.
So it kind of sucks. I would like to know why it had to have started. You know, that was obviously they've been in each other's lives for such a long time.
Yeah.
They said since 6 years old they've been best friends.
Yeah.
And they're now 28. So that's a really long time. I would like to know a little backstory to their first conflict.
And the
first
sister
fight.
and her best friend are 2 years older. Mm-hmm. So it's like...
See, and that's not even too much of an age gap.
No.
And I feel like, so it's like, it's interesting. Like, I would like to know, when was the first time you got into like a little conflict, sense tension? What could have been the reason for it? Have you guys ever had to have a discussion about it? Maybe same thing, like you don't have to like each other, but you can respect each other and be like, you know, cordial around each other, with each other, respectful still. You don't have to give attitude, but how she worded it was saying that she doesn't like when girls pick and choose when to be nice. Mm-hmm. So that already sounds like a her issue, and like she's just like that. Mm-hmm. There are girls, I'm not saying it's okay, but there are girls who are just like that.
Yeah.
They have attitude, they want to give attitude when they want to, and there's really nothing you can do about it except keep your distance. Like, it's hard to say, don't take it personally, because obviously it does bug you because it's been going on for so long, but try your best to not let it get to you so much.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know if, you know, they've tried to talk about it before or not, but I definitely would. I would want to have like a sit down conversation, but also with the sisters there. So like, I only for the reason of there can't be a, she said this, oh no, but she said that, oh no, she didn't really say that. Yeah. You know, so like everyone's there and the sisters can be like the mediators.
Yeah.
If it's that big of an issue, you know, if it really bugs them that much, like if like our best friends, like, you know, I would want for us all to get along.
Yeah, of course.
If you and I are sisters and our best friends like don't get along, I would want to figure out why, and I would want to fix it. And I'm not going to like force them to like get along, but at least to be, like I said, cordial.
So personally, I think in this situation, I would have a conversation with you and be like, hey, does your best friend have a problem with mine because so-and-so thinks that like they have something against them? And I would want to pick your brain. Maybe they've told you something. Maybe they've opened up to you about something. Or maybe like, I mean, you guys have known each other for years since you were 6 and now you're 28. Like maybe when you were younger, you probably stupidly said something and it just rubbed them the wrong way and they're probably holding it against you, you know?
Yeah, and it stuck with them.
Yeah, but it's like in the end, like you said, it's like having that closure, and I think really just talking to them. Honestly, every story that we've had so far, all you girls need to get together, drink, get drunk, and just
have fun.
Just like have fun, and then just like be in the moment and just be like, you know what? Like this is, hopefully you guys don't drunk fight, you know, get like stupid drunk. But I feel like maybe you just need to have a conversation with them and be like, hey, you know, like I don't
clear the air. Like, what is, I don't know.
Like, this is how I feel. I really hope this isn't true, because she didn't really state that like it's proven that the best friend doesn't like her. She's just getting that feeling.
Gets that feeling from her, but maybe her feeling that can cause the friend to also feel like, oh, okay, she's acting a little weird around me, because she has that idea in her head. So she's acting a certain way, like, ooh, I don't think she likes me. And so this one's probably thinking like, ooh, she's acting weird. I don't think she likes me either. So it's not going to get fixed unless there's a discussion. And I feel like as the sisters, they should be the mediators. Yeah. Because those are the best friends. And I would feel like as the sisters, like we should be able to, or they, you know, like in this hypothetical situation, we should be able to discuss that. Like, you know, let's figure out a way to like fix this. Like, what have they said? But also, hopefully the sisters are close enough to not go and tell them like, oh, they said this, or this is how they feel. Yeah. No. Like, that's not the way to go about it. Yeah. So just to keep it between the sisters and just to really try to make a difference and the way to fix the situation.
Yeah, but even like as sisters too, like if your sister comes up to you and there's like obviously some tension between our best friends, and like I would purposely plan for all of us to start hanging out then. Like, you know, maybe we don't hang out enough. Let's all 4 go out to eat lunch together, go to sushi, or like just go somewhere like so they can hang out with each other more and maybe talk more. Yeah. And then if that doesn't work out, then we could really just be like, okay, like, hey, what's going on? Because we feel like we're sensing some tension between you guys, like, and we love you both. We've known you for years. And like, is there something that's happened? Do you guys know something that we don't?
What's going on?
Yeah, because like I'm very close with my sisters, and I can ask them about anything.
Yeah.
And it's even happened in the past with like some ex friends where I'm just like, how did you feel about this person? And they'll be like, honestly, then they'll give their opinion. I'm like, yeah, you know, and like vice versa. Well, we're sisters in the end of the day, and like these people can come and go in our lives, but it's like we do in the end come together, talk it out. We'll maybe have our differences, our different opinions, but in the end, they know like it's respect. Like we're gonna respect whoever comes in and out of your life. So I think that's really what needs to happen. I think you need to talk to your best friend, the sister, and maybe get some input, some insider scoop on what's happening, if anything's ever been said, and then go from there. But I mean, if not, then just be cordial, you know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a sucky situation again, but you know,
it happens.
be mentally prepared to
Best
be
friends.
disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just in case it doesn't go the way you're hoping it'll go, like in a positive way. It may go negatively, unfortunately. And just know, I mean, you put yourself out there, you tried to fix the situation, you know, it's not on you at that point. So, and just make room for people who do want to be in your life and who want to be nice to you and not pick and choose when to be nice to you and to love you for you. And that's what matters.
Also, I feel like get comfortable enough to speak up. Like if you're 28 years old, and I understand because like I also don't like confrontation, but I feel like if I was at that age, I'd be like, I'm not putting up with anyone's bullshit. Like, hey, girl to girl, what's up? You know, I'd be like, really, let's talk it out. Do you want to go have lunch without them? Like, I really want to get to know you. I feel like there's tension. Our best friends, our sisters, I see you all the time, but I feel like there's no connection with you.
Yeah.
Now, like, if you have a problem with me, I'd love to know. Maybe I can apologize for it. Maybe it was something stupid that I accidentally said or did, or maybe that you overheard. But, like, because I know it would bother me if I knew somebody didn't like me. Because, like, that's the kind of person that I am. Like, I'm always like, nah, fuck that bitch. But deep down, I'm like, damn, like, that sucks.
A little butthurt.
It's a little butthurt. I'm just like, that's a little stab.
Yeah.
But I think if I know I try to talk to them, or I know I'm very cordial and respectful, and I still feel like there's some sense of distance, I'd be like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
But
let's fix this.
Yeah.
Let's be mature. Let's be adults. Yeah.
So I think just talk it out, walk it out, take some shots, shake some titties.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of, so that was the last story for today.
Give us an update.
Yes.
Also,
all stories, give us an update.
Give us an update.
And if you send in stories or like, am I the asshole segments, or just like story time, tea times, like try to be as descriptive, as comfortable as you want to be, so we can get more of idea and like glimpse into the situation, like behind the scenes.
But if you don't want to give too much detail, then just go ahead and like give us whatever you can. And we'll do like what we did today and just kind of give our broad opinion and not so specific, because we don't have all the details for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a good episode.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys sending us messages and feeling comfortable enough to tell us about your scenarios, your situations. I really hope we helped you out and gave you some sort of like view to the path you're going to take and how you're going to initiate the next step. So let us know what you end up doing.
Hang in there.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah. I really hope it works out for you.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm just kidding. Really, genuinely, like it sucks to be in those situations, but it's like, frick, that sucks for you. I'm so sorry you're going through this right now.
Honestly, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but booty.
Thanks for being a bestie and sending in a message.
We'll definitely do these more often.
This was really fun. I loved this. But thank you for tuning in on today's episode. We wanted to dedicate it especially for you guys. And cute. And then don't forget to share, comment, let us know your thoughts. What advice would you give to these situations? And then share on your story, share to your friends.
Tag us.
Tag us. We can repost it on our story and everything. Send in more messages. like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you can stay updated when we upload new videos every week on Wednesdays. But don't forget to follow us on TikTok also at TWBestie. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.